Wildfires are raging across California, as the state faces a record-breaking fire season due to the destructive combination of a heat wave and strong winds. Blazes have burned more than 2 million acres of land, the most on record for a single wildfire season, and destroyed more than 3,300 structures so far. Meanwhile, warnings for severe fire danger have been issued across the west coast of the United States, including in Oregon and Washington state. It's unclear how many animals have died. Such data is not tracked consistently across regions, but it's clear that even species that have evolved to thrive in habitats that burn regularly are facing new challenges. Escape or hide. Wildlife have a long-standing relationship with fire, ecosystem. Ecologist Maysacre Sullivan of The Ohio State University said in a 2014 interview, "Fire is the natural part of these landscapes. Many species actually require fire. Heat from the flames can stimulate some fungi, like morel mushrooms, to release spores. Certain plants will seed only after a blaze, and some animals, such as mule deer and black-backed woodpeckers, require burned areas to both eat and nest. Without fire, those organisms can't reproduce, and anything that depends on them will be affected." Related. Find out why these birds carry flames in their beaks. Forest animals typically have some ability to escape the heat. Birds may fly away, mammals can run, and amphibians and other small creatures burrow into the ground, hide out in logs, or take cover under rocks. And other animals, including large ones like elk, will take refuge in streams and lakes. Nonetheless, the intensity of today's wildfires is something even many fire-adapted species aren't able to cope with. Fire seasons are growing longer, and fires are burning hotter, spread faster, and lasting longer. Since the early 1970s, the wildfire season in the western U.S. has grown from about 5 to more than 7 months. As climate change drives up temperatures and worsens drought conditions, landscapes are becoming increasingly dry and more susceptible to burning. More than a century of attempts to suppress wildfires means that when they do break out, they burn hotter and faster. Originally adapted to routine, natural fires, many forests now contain swaths of unburned trees and vegetation that provide fuel for severe, long-lasting blazes. Researchers worry that these increasingly frequent wildfires will negatively affect even fire-adapted species, such as the black-backed woodpecker, which needs both burned and unburned habitat to thrive. Winners and losers. Gabriel D'Estachio, a bush firefighter in Australia, said in 2014 that he has witnessed mass movements of small invertebrates fleeing blazes. "You get overrun by this wave of creepy crawlies walking ahead of the fire," he said. Find out what it's like to be on the front line of the fight against wildfires. Fires can benefit predators that prey on these fleeing animals.